Kirk Williamson has been involved in alternative print media in Chicago for almost 25 years, starting at Gab magazine and moving on to Windy City Times, where he worked for almost 20 years until the world got a bad cold and the paper stopped being a paper. In his time at Windy City, Kirk served as the editor, principal photographer, and the everything else of the queer bar rag Night Spots, a publication proudly devoted to, in his words, drinking and fucking. Kirk moved on to the art department at the Chicago Reader in 2020 and earned his spot in Chicago's LGBTQ Hall of Fame in 2021 due to his work on all that drinking and fucking. He is out there in the crowd somewhere. And he sent us this video.
I have shot and designed many Chicago Reader covers this year, and I like to employ new methods. For the upcoming drinks issue, I wanted to learn how to make crystal clear ice using a method called directional freezing. To do this, I needed a small cooler I could fit in the freezer, some silicone molds to make the ice, distilled water, some cocktail skewers, and some fresh fruit and edible flowers to encase in the ice. The trick with directional freezing is to insulate the sides and back, so that the ice freezes only from the top, pushing any impurities down. I also filtered and boiled the water for some extra insurance. I made holes in the molds so that the imperfections could be pushed completely out. I then lined the cooler with some styrofoam I happened to have found in the alley. How stoked was I that the molds fit perfectly. I sliced up some colorful fruit, which I planned to suspend in the molds with the use of metal cocktail skewers. I then poured the water into the molds and impaled the fruit and flowers. And now, it was time to freeze. Not so perfect, but all I had to do was rub each cube on a clean metal baking sheet, and they shine right up. And now for the fun part, the actual photography. I also made letter-shaped ice to spell out Reader, floating in a variety of drinks. Just look at how cool the bubbles on the D are. I mean, just look at that. I could watch this all day. And while 4 of the 6 drinks were actually non-alcoholic, trust me, the White Russian was the real McCoy. So I just began to play with the elements, letting it evolve. The play is the crucial part of my design work. I never know exactly what a piece is going to turn into. The fun is in the discovery. In the end, I like the first one and the last one. So I merged the two, using the simplicity of the large flower cube of the first with the unorthodox vertical rendering of the Reader logo from the last. We'll be adding some wording. Fuck ice except in drinks or something like that. Deadline is still a week and a half away. Here's mud in your eye.